Welcome to WRS 300. I'm Tia, reporting from Sparta. As we all may know, we are a polytheistic society and believe in many gods and goddesses. So today I have with us the infamous son of Zeus, Apollo. Hello, Apollo. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you, Tia.
I'm here to ask you how it is being the son of Zeus and the half-brother of Dionysus, the god of wine.
Well, it can be a little demanding at times. People expect so much out of you.
I could definitely see how that could take its toll.
Sometimes the only reason I still continue to do this job is the people come to Delphi to give me great gifts.
I see. Do you always give people the correct prophecy down at the Delphi?
I'm not really sure. I give the prophecy to a priest or priestess, and then their job is to interpret my reply.
So you're saying you don't even know if you're giving the true future?
Pretty much, yep.
That's very interesting, but not too reassuring. On a different note, have you ever been married, Mr. Apollo?
Well, no. Been with dozens, but couldn't find the right one for me.
I don't know why. You seem like a good bachelor to me. Maybe it's because you have an outlook of the citizens of Greece the way they look at you. One villager said to me, you're interviewing Apollo, the god who punishes and destroys the wicked and overbearing, and as such he described as the god of bow and arrows.
I'm not mean whatsoever. I help keep the evil things away, so you would think the ladies would like that.
You would definitely think. Well, you do seem a little big-headed.
Yeah, well, if you had the job I have, you would talk yourself up too.
I guess. Well, that's all the time we have here. And we will turn over to Fedora with the special interview report.
Ms. Fedora reporting here with WRS 300, live from Sparta with a very special guest, Hippocrates. So I hear, or the word is that you are called the father of medicine?
Yes, I am. I am called the father of medicine because of my contributions that revolutionized the practice of medicine in Greece.
You suggested that such problems in the body are caused by abnormalities in the brain?
I did suggest that such problems in the body are caused by abnormalities in the brain because of the fluids draining from the brain.
You also believe that disease had natural, not supernatural causes, and that the body could heal itself. Why?
I believe that these diseases had natural, not supernatural causes, that the body could heal itself because the body contained within itself the power to rebalance the four humors and heal itself.
Now, I just mentioned the four humors. What exactly are the four humors?
Well, the four humors are obviously in the body. They are basically just traits, and the four humors are all put together.
That is all the time we have. Thank you for coming in and spending your time with us. Now a word from our sponsors.
Have you ever died and went to the underworld? Have you ever traveled to the underworld to find that you couldn't escape? Has Hades, god of the underworld, ever condemned your life? Well, now there's a solution. If you have answered yes to any of these questions, you may be eligible to receive a Get Out of the Underworld free card for little or no price to you. All you have to do is call 788-666-666, and in the blink of an eye, you'll have your old life back.
Now let's welcome our next guest, Aristotle. Alright, you wrote over 200 books on topics ranging from astronomy to political science. Why?
Well, they first were to create a comprehensive system in Western philosophy, and I felt that it was very important to learn about this.
You developed syllogism. What exactly is syllogism?
Syllogism is the meaning for presenting an argument in such a way that one can determine whether or not the conclusion following logically from the premise or the basic statement.
That is all the time we have today. Thanks for your time. Now back to Sophie in the newsroom.
Hi, this is Sophie reporting from Sparta for WRS 300 News with the latest from the Olympic Games, our great festival to honor our mighty and powerful god Zeus. Many visitors are flooding from all over Greece. We are told the hotels started filling up quickly last week, resulting in some visitors bringing tents. Yesterday we reported that many Greek men were coming out to compete in the games, leaving their wives at home. They were all pumped up about what events they are going to take part in today. We told you there are foot races, wrestling, long jump, javelin, boxing, and chariot racing. Right now our team is at Mount Olympus waiting for the first events to begin. Let's turn over to Tia for more on the Olympic Games and contests.
Hello, Sophie. I'm here with the contestants for this year's games. Many of Greece's finest are warming up for their events. Over here, we have sprinters waiting for the foot race to start. Look how fast they are. Some boxers are also practicing. It looks a little dangerous without gloves.
Wow, they are pretty fast. It looks like fans are starting to arrive as well. How many are expected to attend this year?
Well, the stadium can hold about 50,000 people. I'm sure at least that many people will attend. The games are becoming more popular each time they come around. It's a once-in-a-4-year opportunity that no one wants to.
It is a pretty big privilege to be able to attend the games, especially because of the sacred truce that all of Greece is willing to make for this important event. I hope all travel was safe because the truce was honored.
All spectators seem to have arrived safely. I'm sure all the truce were honored. If not, Zeus might have had something to say about that.
No one wants to pay fines to Zeus for fighting. Let's leave the fighting for boxing and wrestling.
Yes, during those games, athletes want to go all out to win because not many rules apply. Wrestling becomes very dangerous. These athletes must train in order to be fully prepared for the righteousness of these games.
Let's wish all of the athletes luck at the games and hope they win the wreath of leaves at the end. I know I wish I could compete to win all the fame and glory of an Olympian. As you can see, there's a lot going on down at the games right now. Hopefully strong athletes will represent their city-states and bring home the crown. It would be a proud day for your family if a man from your family won. For more on Olympic coverage, watch Channel 300 News. Next, we have our reporter Alexander with a very special guest.
Hello, this is Alexander here with WRS 300 News reporting from Greece, where Philip II has just taken over Greece, and the start of the Macedonian Empire has begun. Breaking news, this evening Philip II has had a son named Alexander the Great, and is being taught Greek philosophy and art and science by a Greek prisoner of war named Aristotle. When Alexander's dad, Philip II, was assassinated, he succeeded him to the throne at the age of 20. This just in, it is well known that Alexander didn't really care for his dad, so it does not really matter. On top of this, it is said that Alexander's ambition is to become a world leader and conqueror. Will he succeed? In other news, Alexander the Great secured the sovereignty of Greece and now plans to start a war against the Persians. He has crossed Troy and defeated an army of 40,000 Persians and Greek mercenaries, losing only 110 men. At the Battle of Issus in 333 BC, Alexander defeated the Persian king Darius II. He conquered the Carthaginians and returned to Egypt to go to Babylon. After defeating Darius' new army at the Battle of Gaugamela, Alexander went to Bactria and married a beautiful Persian princess Roxanne. As of now, Alexander the Great is planning to invade Arabia. For more information about this plan, you visit Alexander the Great on the front for an exclusive interview. Alexander, how is the plan in invading Arabia turning out?
Well, Alexander, things are going well, it turns out. Me and Roxanne are going to have a child, and taking over Arabia is next on my list.
Very nice. How is the plan taking over Arabia?
I plan on using brute force with an overwhelming amount of men, but as of now it could take some time because I'm not feeling too well.
That's a shame. We hope you get better soon. But one more thing before we go. Is there ever going to be an end to your empire? Alexander, you still there? This just in, Alexander the Great has just died of a mysterious illness. Even with his passing, he will be remembered as the person who changed Greece forever. This is Alexander from WRS 300 News. Now to Cosmo in the studio.
Thank you, Alexander. I'm Cosmo reporting from the newsroom at WRS 300. We are here to inform you on the war that took place called the Persian War. So today I have brought someone into the studio, a specialist on the Persian War, Greece. Hello there, I'm Cosmo. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions on the Persian War?
No, sir. Ask away.
So the Persians invaded Greece?
Yes, the first time in 490 BC, the king Darius at the time planned to conquer all of Greece.
So what happened?
While before Greece, the Persians conquered everyone that was there in their way at first. Then Darius sent advisors ahead to Greece.
After he sent the advisors ahead, what happened?
Well, Athens and Sparta got fed up with his control and killed the advisors, getting the Persians very upset. So the Persians attacked Greece a second time in 480 BC at Thermopylae. The Persians took a stand against 300 Spartans. The war lasted till the last Greek fell.
So after the last Greek fell, what did the Persians do?
The Persians then went to Athens. While most of the people got news of the approaching army and fled, the Persians then burned Athens to the ground.
Is that how the Persian War ended, with the burning of Athens?
No, sir. The Persians were soon defeated by the Greek navy. Fewer than 400 Greek ships defeated 1,200 Persian ships. So Xerxes went home to a horrible defeat. He then left a small army in Greece. The Spartans and Athenians combined and were able to defeat the Persians. The war lasted over 20 years, and the Persians never attacked Greece again.
Well, thank you for that background on the Persian War. That's all for WRS 300 tonight. Thanks for watching. For more on Greek news, tune in tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Have a good night.